Hi all, so happy Saturday morning. We're back. Oh my goodness. Can you believe this has been a labor of love, and we've been very patient moving through this book, but that's how a lot of art projects are. I know in my studio, I don't like just go right from start to finish through things often. I kind of have a lot of projects in rotation because it gives me opportunity to build it up, take my time, and also feel like I'm really developing the project. So we really had an opportunity to go through this altered book and do that. I have some ideas for some upcoming projects, but also I was thinking it would be cool if you guys leave in this week's video some ideas for future projects that we can work through. Maybe it's something you've seen me do before. Maybe it's something that you want to go deeper yourself, or maybe, you know, get my input on how I would do it. So why don't you guys leave some comments on some projects, because we're almost done with this one. We probably have a couple more videos because we have the end sheets to do. I have some ideas with that. I think I'm gonna use some of my marble papers. May even do some like old letter collage. We'll see. And we have the covers. So after this video, I say we have like maybe 2, maybe 3 more, but I'm gonna try to just condense it and maybe do a certain amount off screen and do the important stuff on screen so you guys can really get the idea. And then after that, we're gonna move on to another project. So like I said, I got a couple of things I'm thinking about, but why don't you guys share that with me too and tell me, like, give me some ideas. And, you know, we can do, you know, I can do a list of several different type of projects, and then we'll kind of have a timeline, and we'll know, okay, well, this, you know, for so many videos we'll do this one, and so many we'll do that one, and maybe that'll be a fun way to work. So I'm gonna do a flip right now. The other good news is that I've had this very generous patron who's over in Patron, and she's asked to remain anonymous, and I appreciate that. This woman has just been just a godsend. I mean, all my patrons are awesome. So all of my patrons are awesome. They always send me happy mail. I've got so many Giotto sticks now because Patty Toller Parrish sent me a ton of them. And then Carol Parker, another one of my patrons, she turned around and sent me a whole nother chunk of the sticks because I've already gone through one. I've had it a week. Now I'm almost through this one. So I was like panicking, thinking, oh my God, I'm going to go through these things. But this is what they are, the Giottos, which I was talking about. And then I've gotten from Roxy Creations. I feel like she's a friend of mine, and she doesn't even know that I know her, but I just think that woman is so cool. And these are made in Italy, so she gets them for like $1 something a stick, you know, $1.50, but you know, it costs quite a bit more for us. So I have so many patrons that look out for me, but this one patron actually sent me money to buy all new video equipment. Can you believe that? All new equipment. She says, you said something about one of your goals is to be able to get enough support from patrons to be able to buy new equipment. And she says, I just want to gift you with the equipment. I've gotten so much from you. I just teared up. Just wow. So I've ordered a new camera, like the best top of the line camera for recording. I'm going to get a tripod and an extension arm, so it'll come over my back of my desk, and then I'll hook the camera and everything will be facing down, so you'll be able to see it the way I'm working, which I know will probably be a shock for everybody. We'll all have to get used to seeing it seeing it in reverse. So that's a blessing. And what else? I got the camera equipment, the new tripod, some new software, stuff like that. A lot of stuff that makes me being able to produce the video, because I normally tether it to my monitor. So I have to be able to look at my monitor. That way I can see what I'm doing. I'm in frame. So I got new computer equipment, but also I've got new, applications, or they're apps, you know, that will tether with the camera so that it'll be seamless. It's like all good stuff coming. So over the next several videos, once I get everything and figure out how to get it set up and get accustomed to it, we should see better video quality, and we should also be able, you'll be able to work like this. So if I'm like, the camera will come down, so you're going to see it like I'm seeing it, versus you guys are seeing it upside down. And you guys have been champions of not complaining about that. Just champions. And it's amazing how every now and then I'll get an occasional person who's new to the channel, and you know, first time coming across me, oh, I can't stand seeing the video upside down, yikes, or oh, you know, this is terrible, you know. It's like, okay, well, bye-bye, see ya. Oh my God, it's like, I don't know, I see things upside down, right side up. I don't ever think about it. If I like the person's work and I like their energy, my brain just does the flip. And it seems like so many of you guys have as well. But we're all being rewarded. So anyway, I'm going to flip it this way now. So that's the good news. That's all that was about 5 minutes of good news and stuff out the way. So I'm getting ready to do a flip. All the pages are done. We are going to, when we go do the covers, I've decided what I'm going to do with these. So remember, I left those extra. So that'll be a video coming up. So we're going to just do a flip. And as we're flipping, I'm making notes of what I feel is done. Like, I feel these pages are done. Because in the beginning, remember, I was working all the way full through. And then I sort of changed the rhythm and started working more the way I actually work in the studio, which is to kind of go to 80 to 95% done. And then we'll come back in and finish, which is what today's video is going to be about. We're going to go through and finish and put some of the finishing stamps and stuff on them. We won't get to all the pages because that'll be kind of long, but the rest I'll do off screen. But you'll get a chance to see how I'm going to be thinking through this. So this is good. Like, I think these early pages are basically already done. Like, I need to put some more on this one. This one, I know I want to use these red stamps. Like, I had gotten these. These are vintage. I think these are from Lithuania. So I thought this one of these red ones would really be nice on there. And then I also have these labels. And my later ones don't have labels on them. So we're going to do some labels. So we're going to figure that out. And I also have these. These are either Russian or Bulgarian or something. But these are like bus tickets or something. But I thought they made neat stamps. So we'll use those. So this page, I'm going to do something on this one. I think this one is actually pretty good. I feel like this one is good. But, you know, some of these I might just, as I'm working, I might flip back through and add some stuff here and there. Need to do something here. Here. I need to do here. This one is good, but I need to do something there. These I like. And I probably am still going to put a stamp on them. I haven't decided which. I think I have some of my handmade stamps that... Let me just kind of get everything out on my desk so I'm not just digging. Just kind of pulling these out. So we'll have a grouping of them. But I want to say that I had... Oh, I know also I was thinking I'm going to show you guys another stamp technique. So let me pull it out now. How I also make stamps using the onion skin or tracing paper. Because I had these and I thought these could actually be cool on these Asian ones. So these I'll make into stamps. So that's one, we'll probably do those right off from the start. Like, I think these are good. This one's good. This one we need to do something with. These two. This is pretty good. Some of them, see, some of them we got good. I might actually add... Like, I like these. I'm going to add something on these. Now, see, this is done. These, I kind of started like a faux stamp there, so I'm going to probably add that to it. But these are using napkins. So you saw me do these with the Rothko backgrounds and then the old letters. And then I finished it up by, you know, using some of my old napkins. I mean, not old napkins, using napkins and then laying this down. I like that technique too, decoupaging, and I think those came out nice. And I did that for these pages too. Really like this. It looks yummy. This is some of my scripting, and this is some old scripting. This is a Buddha napkin that one of my patrons sent me. She sent me some of the best Happy Mail, but these were in there. Christy is her name. And I've used this twice already in a couple of my collages. I really like that. So these are going to need stamps on them, but I'm doing a flip so you guys can see them. Love this. I need to put some stamps on it. And then these pages you didn't see me do, but I had to get this finished up. But basically I used the Mark Rothko backgrounds. This is a napkin, and then this is some old ephemera here as well. I like those. And then this one, same thing, old ephemera, the gold paint. You've seen me, you know, use the card and smooth on the gold and the quinacridone. These are some from old documents. Here again is a, oh, this is coming up. Make sure I glue that back down. This is a napkin, old documents, same thing. Just get that down. Okay. And that's the last pages done. So let's get to working. So we're going to go back through. Let's go ahead and do these stamps. So one of the things I do too is taking some stamps that I've collected. Where did I get these stamps from? Oh, one of my patrons actually sent these to me. Might have been, I'm sorry, Paula, or I'm sorry, I can't remember right now who sent me these. But anyway, so I printed them out on onion skin. So let's go ahead and we're going to just do a quick stamp using, you know, I still use them, you know, creating them like this. See, this is a whole page of different actual postal stamps that have been canceled that I do on onion skin, and then I put them on top of, you know, the paper we've done. So that's another way of doing it versus stamping. Let me get my little stuff here. You know, versus what am I trying to say? Using the silicone stamps. But I want to find, let me see, I want a background with some texture, but not too much. So I want it to go, certainly I have some onion skin that's got a little bit of color too. Oh, this could be nice. Some Gelli printed, and it goes with the gold around the stamp there. Let me also pull that out, and let's see, bit of a mess, but you know how it goes. Okay, let's go look at this, because this is the one I want to work on. This one here. Oh, this gold would go well because we have that gold ginkgo leaf. So yeah, I could actually use this gold as a background for the stamp. That would look nice. So I could use the gold, and what else? Got to find something wide enough here. But I need it to be thin so it'll go with boy, oh boy, trying to find the perfect piece. All of these little scraps I have, you think that wouldn't be a problem. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wonder. I wonder if I can make it out of this too, because that would go with this. This, what is this? It's the painter's masking rolls that I use. Let's see if it's anything in here. I don't know that these are big enough. They're already been, you know, prepared, but I don't think they're big enough. Okay, let me look in the drawer here because I keep a lot of bits and bobs here. I could use one of these. This is the kind of background I'm looking for anyway. Okay, I'll use one of my prints. This is from, I think this is the June printables pack. You guys probably have it. You know what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these stamps made. So if I do it, let me first rip this off. Okay. So I normally measure it based upon my ruler. So what I'm going to do is just make it a little bit bigger on this side, that I know it'll be, you know, we'll have space on either side for the stamp to go down. So what I'm going to do is, you guys had some great suggestions too. Someone said something about the thinning shears. That's a good idea. I'll have to look for those and try those for making the edges around the stamps. I have a number of different ways I do it. When I'm going to show a different style stamp in the future, and when I do, I'll show you a whole nother way that I make stamps too, which are pretty cool. So, okay, so let's just cut these up. So this is another way that I make the stamps. So we take them and print them out on onion skin or tracing paper. Tracing paper is good too. Just get yourself some stamps, and if you don't have stamps, just go on Pinterest. There's so many different stamps, and you can, you know, you're using them in your work, so it's no big deal. You can take those and, you know, grab different ones and print them out, and then print them, you know, print them out on like what am I trying to say? Where are my thoughts? Tracing paper, or, you know, some other thin paper. Even, also what's good is, what is it called? Newsprint. You know how you can get pads of newsprint? Those are thin too. So there's a number of suggestions over just feeling like you have to have onion skin, because I know it is difficult to find. So what I'm doing here is just trimming this, because I love this gold here. that is, it's just, you know, it's on tissue paper, the Mark Rothko style, you know, we did that. So it's just a piece of it. And I think that's going to look good. Like that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use my pinking shears and just kind of get this edge done up, because it already kind of had sort of an edge to it, you know. And then I'm going to be laying it down on top of this, because I don't want it to sort of be too straight edge is what I'm trying to say. I think I got like so much stuff I'm thinking about. Oh boy. Okay. So that one's going to go there. That's nice. And then let's go ahead and get these in order. Let me go ahead and do all these like that, because I think I want to do them all like that so that, you know. I love these Asian stamps. I thought they were so pretty when I saw them. Like, oh, I love these. All my followers in Patreon, everybody knows I love Asian inspired ephemera. So they're always sending me stuff. And just getting stuff from all parts of the world, New Zealand and Australia, because you guys are so close to Asia, that some like really neat vintage stuff. I remember one of the times I was in Australia a few years back, hanging out with my girlfriend, one of my best buds. She lives there and right outside of Melbourne. But boy, was I penny wise, pound foolish. I hate when I do that. I went in this store and it was this old Japanese ledger book, and it was like $100 or something like that, and it was perfect. Oh my God, it was just gorgeous. And I'm debating, you know, and I just kind of had gotten there. We had only been there a few days, and looked like it was Asian stuff everywhere. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll find this somewhere else. Maybe I'll find it at a better price. You know, every time I think about it, I regret that I didn't spend the daggone $100 on that book. Oh, I hate thinking about it. And I keep my eye out for them, something similar. And every time I find something, it either is sold. Well, it's always sold. That's been. I know though that I will find one that's not sold. That I will. I'm going to find one. I know that, because I've just purposed that I am. But I sure wish I had just gotten that one. Okay, so these are all ready. Look how good they look. Let me get my... How long has this been going? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down. So this is just another neat way to make some stamps, just using... But I find that they look good if you use them on... They look more authentic if you use like a thin paper, like an onion skin or tracing paper, or what did I say? Even come on now, those newsprint kind of paper pads, because it just kind of gives it. We're gonna rough those edges up, but you know, it just kind of gives it like a stamp look, you know. Come on, let's focus. Only if I get closer. Yeah, see, it just gives it like a stamp look. So we're gonna rough these edges up. Actually, I think I'm going to do the shears again. It gives it a nice look. I just want it to be subtle. And then it'll kind of blend in with these sides here. The whole thing will look nice and stampy. But I always like my under piece just to lay a little bit longer than the stamp. I think it just gives it a nice, you know, extra kind of collage-y look to it. So that's why I always make it a little bit longer. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and get this one down. And then we're going to get these put into the book. And then I know it's another place I want to use these that I hadn't put stamps in. Okay. Oops. Alrighty. Yeah, that looks good with that gold background too. I like. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these, some shearing on them. A lot of you like this pink and shear idea, just double shearing it. Yeah, because I've seen people use the pink and shears and they stop with that one little level of shears, but I'm like, that doesn't look like a stamp really. Looks pretty, but it doesn't look like a stamp. So just trying to get that edge. I'm dying to use the pink and shears. I can't wait to try. Not the pink and shears, the hair thinning shears. I forgot who suggested it in the comments. Sorry, I don't remember. I said I was going to remember your name too when you said it, so because I knew I was going to refer to it. But then, of course, Robin and names, I'm always a little off on that category, so I apologize. But I did think it was a good idea. Because I know what you're talking about. Because when I go get my hair cut, because I wear my hair in a pixie. Those of you who've seen me pretty much. And so my hair is really thick on the top. And to really get that little spiky pixie kind of look, she has to use those thinning shears. And they do have like all those little extra teeth in them. I could see that working. Okay. Perfect. Okie dokie. Let's get the book back over here. So I want to put this one over here because we have the gold ginkgo, and I just think that that's gorgeous right there. And then over here, maybe one of those. And I'm thinking maybe one of my scripting ones. I want to say I have one. I know I have one that's, I don't think I used it. It's like a little teeny one. Did I use that? I don't see it. Is it in here? Well, we're just going to go with getting these down. Oh, is this it? That's it. Oh, yeah, perfect. Those two will go together so sweet. So, but I need to stamp. Let me get, I know my desk is a mess, but Yes. Let me get my favorite, you know, where's the block? This one. So I can get a cancellation on that little brown one I just pulled up. Actually, I'm going to get cancellations on all of them. It's right here. Let's just get a bit of this. Yeah, perfect. So that'll go there. Let's just see if we can get a little bit of cancellation here. Oh yeah, perfect. Just a little bit. Let's do this one. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Yay. Looks good. Okay. So might as well do this last one because I'm going to put this on another page. This is the black soot I'm using. You know, I love this one in the Distress Oxide. It does a black, but it's just a good black. Because since the stamp has all this black on it, I don't really want a really strong black that's going to like overpower it. So it's good to get one that will lay on top of it, but it won't cancel out the black that's already there. See how you get these two different color blacks? See? So it doesn't like cancel out the other one. It just lays over top of it. That's why I like that. Okay, now let's get some things glued down. But I knew I wanted to show you guys how to do those, how to do another little quick stamp tutorial. So yeah, let's do this one. Sorry, my desk is a mess. But this is kind of how I have to work. I have to see stuff. So now that I know I'm trying to put these components down, honestly, I kind of have to see everything. That there. Oh, love it. Just a few stamps. Seeing where I want to put it. Guess right there is good. Okay. Yeah. Love it. So it just adds a nice little stamp look, but oh my goodness, these pop-ups pop up over my screen, and then I'm trying to see what I'm showing you guys and all those pop-ups. So to me, this is perfect. Like, it doesn't take away, because I really liked these collages. I mean, you know, we're doing mail art in this book, so I wanted to keep it consistent, but I could not put anything down, right, if I were just doing a collage. So I wanted to make sure that I created stamps and use stamps that I felt like really went along with it, that it didn't conflict, you know. Okay, so there we go. Love it. Look at that. That gold one is just gorgeous. See, it just goes along beautifully. And it just adds that mail art look to it without changing. And over here too, I think these really work well. So that's why these handmade stamps are like so important to the collage process, because you can kind of really pick, you know, what you feel is going to work with your, with your collages. The other thing I think I'm going to do is give me your feedback on this as well. Is, oh, I have so much stuff here. Oh boy. Okay. I want to get over to, I was thinking about putting this, oh, here. I thought this would go good here too. Yeah, that's nice. Trying to figure out which side I want to put it on. I'll put it there. The rusting and everything with that looks good. Let me see what else I can find for this other side if I have something ready to go. Oh, maybe this one, because this one is so luscious. And it's almost, it's like a big, huge collage in itself. And that could just be really nice there. So what I want to do is, I think because I used the spruce on that, which I like, I want to get a darker black cancellation on it. So let's go ahead and put this one here. And then we're going to play around with that one and get that one right. But I think that would just be beautiful here. Just a nice collaged, you know, kind of element. So a number of people asked me about this book and if I was selling it and they'd like to buy it. You guys are so awesome. And I've gotten so many requests that what I thought I would do is actually turn it into a, hold up. Did I do this right? Yeah, get ready to put it upside down. Yikes. I thought I might make a limited edition book out of it. Like I do a limited edition book and then I would hand sign each of them, and maybe I might even kind of do something special to each one of them. You know what I'm saying? So we just like do a pre-sale kind of concept. Oh, that looks so good in there. Look at that. It just blends in like it's a stamp, and you get the stamp art feel, but like it's just, come on, let's focus. That'll be a good thing about the new camera. I won't have that problem. Look at that. And I feel like because this is mail arty and I didn't have these stamps, I'm going to use the black soot and I'm going to stamp right here. And I think that'll give it, I don't think I had these stamps. That'll give it the rest. I've got to get more of these Tim Holtz stamps. He has so many good background ones. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so tell me what you think about that idea, that I would just do a limited edition journal. So it's printed. But then I would do a little something to them, not every page, but maybe I'd select and maybe do something different to each book and then sign it. I thought that could be cool. And that'd be a nice way that everybody, oh, that looks good, could have the book and it still be a special one-off. So tell me what you guys think about that. And then, you know, I can get to working on it. See, I love putting that stamping down like that. And when this stuff dries, oh, look at that. It just pops. And with that stamp there, that's all this needed. See, that's what I'm always saying, like 85%, I mean 90, like 80 to 95%, you know, then when you come back, you can really finish your pieces. So now I'm going to take and add just a little bit in here. Yeah, nice and subtle. Now this one we want to get, so maybe I'll use these here in the black, these this little grouping of 3. See what that does. Just want a little black on this, something that'll stand up, you know, stand out. Yeah, that's nice. See, it just, those circles just stand out and give it a mail art look. And then I want to also, I was thinking, now I got this gold somewhere. Where is it? Thinking maybe, where is it? Oh, this right here. I wonder how this would look. Tearing a little bit of this. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Just another bit of collage element, but it's subtle. Okay, I like that. So let's get that down. So yeah, so this is basically how I'm gonna finish up the book. So I'm gonna go through over the next few days and just keep on working the final touches. But I definitely wanted to show you guys how I'm going to do it. So those of you that may be waiting, like you've got yours like, you know, 80 to 95% done, you're like waiting to see how I'm going to finish mine off, because I know I was talking a lot about that. I wanted to show you all. And then, you know, we all can get them finished, and then it's on to the end sheets and the oh, I love that. See, and I feel like it didn't take away. It doesn't distract. It doesn't detract. Look at that. Just some older bronzy kind of paper that I've had. I've had a little paper for a while, but I wish it would just focus. You could really appreciate it. Come on there. Oh, see that piece of fabric that's on there, and the little, it just, you know, that stamp just pops. And so I feel like it goes well without detracting from the collage itself. Now I have something else I want to do while we're here together. So I have several pages I need to do, but a lot of these are done. I want to do something here. I got to figure out what I'm going to do here. I do have some of these, like this big stamp here that I've done. That could actually go nice there. Although this is British East Africa. British East Africa. And it kind of goes, I mean, the colors go, but I don't know if it goes with this pattern. So I might have to make some more stamps like that. But that, okay, this is what I wanted to do. So over here, I'm thinking I wanted to get one of these. These are vintage. So these are authentic. I just kind of want it, and I love the simplicity of this collage. So I knew I didn't want to do a whole lot, but you know, obviously I want to do something. So I like that. And then I was thinking maybe on this one, like these little labels or something could be nice, you know, almost like it's a book plate or something. I don't know how that is actually. Is that mail art? I know, maybe this one, because now it's kind of handwritten. I like that. So maybe this one kind of in this spot there. And then let me see if I have a stamp that I can find. You know what? This one could be good. This is one that I photocopied. But you know what I'm going to do? Okay, let's move this over. Okay, before I get too excited about that, let me just make sure of what I want to still do over here. I just like the simplicity of this so much. I like the abstract, just the white over this tea paper, and then having more of this on this side. I like this so much. I didn't want to do too much to it, but I just kind of saw this red piece, And I'm just going to put that there. And I think I'm going to call this done. Because I just like it. You know what I mean? Like everything doesn't have to be all done up. So let me go ahead and put this down. I'm going to stick with this. This I know I like. So let's put this like right sort of there, you know? Beautiful. Just beautiful. I love that. I just think it just keeps it perfect. So let's go ahead and put this one down. I just, when I did this page spread, I just liked the black and white quality of it. And you know how you just don't want to overdo it. So that's nice down there. And then this stamp, we're going to turn into, just move this over here. First of all, I need to, I'm going to do my little staining that I like to do using the Distress Oxide. Let's go ahead and get this, you know, stampy. I'm just going to use the pumice so I can just kind of get it, you know, looking old world, but okay, but not, you know, just straight photocopy like that. So we get my little pad here, and we get the pumice stone. And then we're going to spray it. And then we're just going to pick up some of this on the stamp. Oh, this is great. So let me get my heat gun so I can just dry this really quickly. It's going to fade a little bit because this is printed out on my inkjet, but that's what I like about it too. It just gives it that neat quality. And you remember when you heat it in between, it stops the it dries it up so that when you kind of go to do another layer, which I'm going to do a little bit more here, you know, it makes it so that it lays on top nicely. Oh, this is good. Oh, I love that. Okay, let me dry it one more time, and I think we're ready to put it down. So remember those distressed oxides? We did that a while back, but to me, they are just supreme at distressing, especially if you wet them down and then, you know, drying them in between. And I don't really use that little sponge thing. I like doing them like this. To me, it just gets a better, gives it more of an old world look, which is what I like. You know, old chateau. We like old chateau. Okay. Alrighty. So now we can glue that down. So I think that's perfect. And this is the old stamp that I had in my collection, and I had printed a number of things out on just plain old copy paper. Okay, so we're going to put that like, I want to put that right there. Oh, but we need to do a little cancellation on it, right? That's always nice. So I'm just going to get, here again, I'm just going to get this little, basically the squiggly part. I'm going to try to just get this part down here. Just kind of like, I guess I should do it like this so it goes off. How come I'm not figuring this out right? Let me turn it this way so I can see it. Yeah, like that. Remember, this is the black soot, so, oh yes, look at that. See, it's going to lay right over top of all of the, we'll be patient and let this. Okay, so you see how we have the pumice and then that black soot is over top of it. It just made, and then the little bleeding where the stamp bled a little bit, where the red is just from the color. It just gives it just a really cool old world look. So we're going to put that right there. And look how beautifully that just blends right in. And it doesn't take away from the print that we had already. The simplicity and the beauty of it. It's got this old world scripting. And it just blends in, which is what you want to do when you come back and do your last, you know, 10-15%. You just want to make sure that you're adding into what you have. You don't want to kind of like, oops, get too far off, especially because you probably got your prints to a place which you really like them, right? So you don't want to come in and destroy the whole thing. Doing too much. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Oh boy. See? And having that bit of red down there, that was a lucky coincidence that this actually bled red. I didn't know what it would bleed. And then the little red down there. So it just adds, it actually gives a nice balance to it. And then the red over here. So this just makes a really nice page spread. So let me see how long we've been going. Yep, almost an hour. So let me just see if there's anything else I wanted to do on camera and show you guys before. Let's go back here. So these are all done. Oh, you know what? I can also do, let me pull this out. I'm going to remember when I go through. See, I have to have all this stuff on my table because then when I'm doing it, I'll remember. I liked when I did that gold, so that might be a place that's going to work out. I want to do something here. This is such a vibrant, that would go right there. Let's put that there because that one will go, like it's a lot of pattern and stuff going on, so this one would go nicely there. Okay, let's get that down. And here again, it's not like creating too much contrast, you know, it's not like where is, I do want to use my stamp though, this one. And I want to, because I want to stamp this before I put that down. That's all good. Let me get, should I use, really feel like I should use forest moss. It's like a brown green. Let's just see. Because I think I can get some contrast, but not too much. Let's see. That's the Distressed Oxides in. Let me see. Let's just put that there. Oh, that's nice. It's very subtle. but I like it. Let's get that down there. Okay, so it's gonna get this. Let me get my heat gun again because I want it to dry. But I just wanted to get a little extra overlay, you know. You can see it's subtle. I'll show you. This green is really pretty. Okay. I'll pick it up so you guys can see how subtle that green is, but it's really pretty laying on top. See that? Just gives another layer. So let's go ahead and get this down. Get a little bit more, just a little bit more glue as I let it dry a little bit. Although it's still pretty sticky, but it doesn't hurt. Get this down right about there. This is lifting a little bit, so let me just go ahead and get this stamp. Actually was made the way I just showed you guys. It's using the top part was printed on onion skin, and then I just put it down on copier paper that had been coffee stained. Okay, I like that, so I'll show you. So see, that's the stamp. Get this thing to actually focus. Okay, so you see the stamp, and then you see that little understamping. I wanted that extra little layers of stamping in that in that moss. What color is it again? Forest moss. It's a really pretty greeny brown kind of color. So let's see. This is done. So basically all of this is done. Okay. And this is still a little moist. Let me just put, I don't really want it to transfer. What should I just do? Okay. Okay, so let's just see. So this is done. I'm gonna figure out what stamp I'm gonna do for this. I'm gonna make something to go with this. This is done, 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 done. These are done. Done. We just did this. I'm gonna come back and do these two spreads. I might actually put some real stamps on here, so I don't want to fool around with figuring out which ones to pick out. Although this was nice. It's one of my handmade stamps. That looks good. I'm surprised because sometimes they don't pop as much. Oh, I like that one. So that sticks there. And I always stick them. A lot of times I stick them in too when I have an idea where I want to put them. So this needs a stamp here. This is fine. This is done. 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 I got to come back and figure out this one. This is done. Done. I'm going to add something more here too. This is done. These I'm going to do something. This is my little stamp I've added in there. So I'm going to make a, I'm not going to put a lot of stamps on this one though, but I do have some really small, like a real stamp. Where are those stamps? This. I may take and put something like this down, because these are actually real stamps that have been canceled, and they're Italian. And I think that would work here. So I may not put them on both. Maybe I'll just put it on just one. I'm almost thinking about right there. I might just put one stamp down, like just put one down, because I think this already looks really male arty, but I think I like that. I need to figure out what I'm going to do here, like which stamps I'm going to use. This right here is basically done. I may throw, I have this orange here. Almost feel like this could go nicely over top of there. I'm going to put that down now because I like it, and then I don't want to forget. Because this is basically, I think, done. I like this. And it already kind of has it. These pages have more of a passbook look to it versus, because in mail art you have postcards, you have letters, you have documents that are like used for residency visas or work visas or like all that kind of stuff. So all that fits in to what we're doing. So some of the pages look more like passbooks, some look like documents that you need for travel. So I love that. That's perfect there. The colors and everything work. That's nice over this stamp that we had there. So I'm going to probably add a little something here. I think I'm going to have to go into my stamps to really find what I'm going to use for this. Although I do have these Asian ones right there, and I think they're cool, but I think what I'm going to do is make them like these. I'll put these down in here, but I'm going to distress them. Let's put those there. Let's put those there. And I'll figure out which ones I want to use. And then here, I'll need to figure. Actually, I have those stamps that are from, okay, I know this is running on a bit, but I wanted to talk it through so you can see where I am. I only have a few more pages left. But these religious stamps that I've got, the ones that have like a lot of gold stuff on them and everything. Like this is an old, so like this old Masters. Oh, that would be nice there. Oh, yes. That would really go well there. Let me see. Wow. Oh, look at that. These would be perfect. Perfect here. I mean, I know it's upside down, but I just want to show you because I don't want to. But I'm going to stain them. I got to get a little bit more old world. So let's put those in there. And oh, you know what I'll do? Perfect. Labels. So I'll do those, but I'll do this, but like I'm going to use like a label. I think this will go well. So sort of this kind of thing. Maybe with some sort of label. Oh, that one's nice. So then this is what you do. Just kind of go through your book and probably only going to use one label. So this will go over there. This is some antique. This is some vintage music paper, like for writing out musical notes. And I don't know, I may stamp that. I wish I had something, some kind of musical something or the other, but I don't know that I do. Anyway, so I'm going to let these go in there because I know that I'll use those. So then just when you're going through your book and you're finding stuff, just start putting them in the gullies like that because then you know what you're going to do. And here, my friends, I gotta go back through and see what'll go with that. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I mean, here again, this is a very traditional looking piece. Oh, that could be nice there. It just reminds me of like old world, like museum or something like that, you know? So these big paintings actually really look good. But I don't want to put one over here and one over there. So I do like that one there. Like, I think that's perfect. And here, you know, here again, maybe we'll just find a nice book plate, because this kind of reminds you of, like, these are some book plates that yeah, look at that I got when I was in Europe. Well, actually, when I was in Italy, and then I took them and I photocopied them. And then I stained them, and that's where they started bleeding there. So maybe something like that with some kind of, you know, another label inside of it. Oh, that'd be nice. Something like that. Oh, I love that. And I wonder if I can sneak one of my stamps in here. What do you think? Because this has some gold on it. Yep, maybe I can. I like that. I can sneak my stamp in. So this is nice because we actually have a real stamp that really goes in nicely, you know. And then over here, this works well, but using my stamps. So it kind of mixes it up. So it's not stamp, like, you know, stamp, you know what I mean. So I think that's everything. Yep, that's our last page. So I'm going to probably, how long have we been going? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one down because I know I like that one. And then this one, I'm gonna decide if I'm going to stamp it a little bit more, if I'm gonna keep it like that. You know, I'm gonna keep it like this. I don't feel like it needs to be stamped anymore. I like it like that. You know, it has an original postmark. So let's just go ahead and put this page down, and then we're done. And then you've seen what I'm going to do. You've seen the ones I'm going to go back and finish up, because I have to antique some of those stamps. But you know how I do it. You've seen me. I just did some on this video, just using some of my Tim Holtz Distress, whichever ones I think, you know, are the most appropriate color-wise. Oh, look at that. That's just gorgeous. That with this gold is just the best. Let's go ahead and glue this down. So first, I'm going to glue this on top of this. Okay. And then this one's going to go, where do I have it? I think I said I was going to, oh man, I hate when I get the placement and then, I think it was like that, right? Do I want that on top or underneath? I want this underneath. So that'll go like that, and then this will go on top. Let me just, I don't really like that line there. Now I've got to rough this up. Just use my scissors just to rough it up some more. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, so I think I had that like this, like that. Is that where I had it? I think I had it up there. And I like that there. This looks good. So let me go ahead and get this one down. So I think that'll help me settle on where this other one's going to go. Okay. Oh, I love this stamp. It's so pretty. This is the one we made last week. It really is pretty with the gold, and this is using the forest moss. That's what the color of this one is. Okay, now that's where we want this one to go. Great. It really took getting that other one down. One piece in there. Oh, I love it. So this finished this page. I really like these pages. These two pages I just fell in love with once I did them. I'm like, I really like the combination of the paint with the old documents. I kind of like to stand up and kind of figure out where we want this placement to be. Is it over some? Right about there is perfect. Okay. There we have it. Oh, I love it. This is a perfect finish to the project. Perfect finish to the project. Okay, so aside from the few that I'm going to go back through, our pages are done. Drum roll, hand clap, clapping emojis, you know, a bunch of them. Oh my goodness. I've had a lot of fun with this though. I'm happy going at the pace that I was going because I really enjoyed this project. Okay. So, and really hanging out with you guys and us, you know, moving along together and all the comments. And so don't forget to tell me what you think, you know, some ideas for some future projects so we can work. See if I can get this thing to focus. Look how gorgeous that is. Just beautiful. So, and then this one, you can see the stamp up close. It's just a gorgeous stamp. Just really, and it's perfect in this spread. Just perfect. So there we have it. These I'll end up putting down. I'll play with that a little bit more. These I want to, you know, get a little bit of, what do you call it? Staining. Okay, so there we have it. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I shall see you next week. And we're moving through this. So yeah, please comment. Let me know what we've talked about. If, you know, me turning this into a book, sort of a limited edition book that, you know, I would sign and do a little something to each one of them, and we just do a pre-order thing. But it's going to take me a couple of months to get it together. But I thought I would do it like that since so many people have asked about it. And also comments for future projects. We have a couple more videos. This book will be done. All right, guys, take care. Love you so much. Please thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. If you're new here, please subscribe and hang around. All right, take care. Bye-bye.